Welcome everybody to another round of the Global Racing League Schumacher round, coming to you from Imola tonight in Italy, Italian Grand Prix. We wait for the drivers to load and we'll get straight into qualifying for a sprint race and then a main feature race. Looks like we have a new face tonight, Fat Eagle Oz, driver. Who can we ride on board with? Oh, it's a full qualifying session, so I don't think there's a sprint race tonight. Seven and a half minutes left. Wait for the drivers to come out of the pit garages. First out we have black livery, not sure who that is. So we're on board with V-Ducks. Should do us for now. This is V-Ducks warm-up lap. Okay, full attack mode now. And off we go. Nice lap braking, good apex, nice smooth lines. Very tricky to get the apex there, because it's a little bit faster there. See how this one goes up here, because this corners can catch you out quite easily. Run you wide there and invalidate. Very nicely done. Now a heavy braking zone, chicane, you've got to touch those yellow curbs if you can. Looks like a pretty decent lap so far. Now the finish corner, last corner for the lap. Let's see what V-Ducks can do. He has a 1 minute 15.9, which is very decent. Riding on board with Darcia in the wins. Or you might get invalidated there. At 1:17.3. Now for Snickers. And Snickers backed out of it. LCM just did a quick lap. Blue Giraffe look pretty good. Very close in the 16-second range. Still trailing 3-4 tenths off VDUX. We'll jump on board with Fat Eagle. These are all slow down laps. So Lupic Pursuit has done a 360 there. Not ideal. Let's see who's behind him here. Okay, he's going in the pits. These are all slow down laps, I presume. Okay, on board with Snickers for a hot lap. 80% ERS. Not sure if that's invalidated. Didn't sound like he had too much power on there. Very close to the wall there in that spin. But he's doing the right thing, he's pushing as hard as he can. And he'll lock that one in the muscle memory for later. I assume he invalidated, that's why he was pushing the limits there. Let's just go and look at Fat Eagle. Oh, he's slowing down. Okay, what else can we jump on with? Looks like everyone's in the pits, except for Lupic's Pursuit. And we're on a flyer with Lupic's Pursuit, and he's come over in 5th now. Followed by Aussie Dude. See if A-Lock can move up some positions. Cheeky's having a warm-up. Missing the other McLaren tonight. Not sure where they are, maybe they're late to the party. We might see them during this session. That's Hickey Cat, who won the last round in Australia a few days ago. Dog's pulling out that one. Cheeky's not far behind him. Okay, he's pulling into the pits as well. So we've got V-Dux followed by Blue Giraffe, LCN, Cheeky Otter, and A-Lock, that Aussie dude, Lupex Pursuit, Darcia, Snickers, Fat Eagle, J Fully, Big Holly, Ronaldinho, and the Viking. Okay, so V-Dux is on his outlap. Let's ride with him. You might want to leave a bit of a gap here. Off he goes. Very speedy through here. I like the line he takes here. Stay as far left as you can for this right-hander. This is done perfectly, look at that. Very tidy so far. Good mid-corner speed there. Heavy braking zone into this chicane. That was a beautiful lap there by V-Dux. See if he betters his time, and he does by only a small margin. Blue Giraffe's pedaling quite good out there at the moment as well, so he's just finished his lap and he's very close to taking pole at the moment. Oh, a little bit wide there. Not an ideal lap for LCN. A little bit of traffic distracted him back there, and a little bit sideways through those chicanes. I think he might have bought this lap. Let's jump on with Cheeky's in the pits. He's probably waiting for the clock to wind down so he can go out for one last run in ideal track conditions. I won't be surprised if Cheeky moves up the order. He's quite good at qualifying. Let's see what Snickers is up to. Oh, he's still... sorry, hit the wrong button. He's in the middle of a hot lap. Oh. Not sure if that got invalidated there, but he wasn't on the gas when he went over the lines, so he should be okay. Unsteady through that chicane. Sticker stays in 7th. Let's go on to Baylock. Very tidy through there. See if he can improve. And he does. P3, very nice. So we've got a very hot battle for P3 through to P6, 7, 8. Yeah, so that mid pack is very hotly contested at the moment. Okay, we'll see if we can jump on with Lupex Pursuit. Looks like he's finishing up his lap. Big Holly's on a hot one. A lot of understeer there compared to some of the other guys. To back out a bit there. Very nice. Cheeky's come out of the pits, so, and Blue Giraffe. So we'll toggle between these guys in a sec once we finish on board here with a hot lap of Big Holly. Yep. So it didn't improve by only he only improved by 2/10 there. Still an improvement. It's worthwhile. So Big Giraffe. So Big Giraffe is just started his warm-up lap by the looks of it, and there's a lot of people out on track right now, according to the minimap. So Snickers is out again, and so is Jay Fully and Cheeky Otter. So and A-Lock and Blue Giraffe. So Blue Giraffe's beginning his hot lap. So let's ride with Blue Giraffe and see if he can take pole. Only got about 2/10, just under 2/10 to catch up on V-Ducks for pole, who's doing an outlap as well. So let's see if he can respond. Okay, well that's game over for that one. V-Ducks is starting his lap. Let's see where Cheeky's coming. Ooh, might be invalid there. A little bit oversteer coming off that corner. At this stage it looks like V-Ducks has it all under wraps. Cheeky moves up to third. Let's see if V-Ducks pushes on with this. Now you can see that a lot of the checkered flags right there. So Snickers is on a hot lap too, so he's just ahead of V-Ducks there. V-Ducks has pulled out of it, so he's confident with his time. And we just wait for the last cars to finish. And Snickers has moved up to 5th. So we've got V-Ducks, Blue Giraffe, Cheeky Otter, A-Lock, Snickers, LCN, Darcia, Lupex Pursuit, Joe Fully, that Aussie dude, Big Holly, Fat Eagle, Ronaldinho, Maverick, and Viking. So Maverick's a new face as well, I haven't seen that name before. Just wait for Snickers to park it, or... Yep, he's retired. So V-Ducks with a very small margin back to Blue Giraffe. And look at those times, how tight they are. Cheeky's very close, and not that far back as the rest of the field. Or split 1 second for the top 10, which is going to be a very competitive night tonight. And this is going to make a tough job for the Viking to pass on track, so he'd have to use a alternate strategy, I'd say. But like previous games, anything can happen. Previous races, I should say. So we'll just wait for them to form up on the grid, and then they'll do their warm-up lap. Should be a great race. I really enjoy watching the racing on this track. I enjoy racing it myself. Like a go-kart circuit. A lot of 90-degree corners. Plenty of passing opportunities. Okay, let me bring up some telemetry. Okay, so there's the tyres that everybody's starting on. So majority of the field has opted for the medium. 3 drivers out of 15 are opting to start from hards, but they're in the second half of the field, so they're taking the alternate strategy. So for 32 laps, we expect them to pit somewhere around maybe lap 15 or above. So my prediction would be V-Ducks for the win. Cheeky Otter, not sure about Blue Giraffe, he might be a bit of a dark horse in this race. But Cheeky and V-Ducks were having a ding-dong of a battle last Thursday, a few days ago, so let's see if they can continue that battle. We're missing Rico tonight. It's a shame, I'd like to see him back out in the grid. And yeah, that the other the other Mercedes driver, CSABs. He's missing tonight, so they would have added or contributed to a better race tonight as well. See if we can ride on board here. Just look a bit further back, maybe see how the front row takes off. A little bit of biffing and barging there. Into the first chicane. Does everyone make it through nicely? I think so. B-Dux has got a little bit of a gap already. Oh, some action further back in the pack here. So Big Holly got a great start. So did Snickers. He actually got a great start as well. Moved up 3 positions. Nobody has a penalty yet. They're riding on board with LCN. Back to A-Lock. Looking to make a pass on Big Holly. So Cheeky must have made a mistake somewhere and went back to the rear. He's following the Viking at the moment. Looks like everybody's spread apart by half a second, with the big gap between LCN and Big Holly. See what that Aussie dude can do down here. Should have DRS next lap. May see some more passing down the straight. So Blue Giraffe's had a crash, and he's run into Darcia, and we have a safety car. Oh. It'll be interesting to see who pits now. I'd say the hard runners may want to switch to mediums and do a double medium stint. Just jump to tyres and have a quick look. So we've got that Aussie dude, Fat Eagle, and the Viking. I'll have to give up a couple of spots each, but not too many. But have the advantage of the medium tyre. I expect the leader to stay up. His tyres are only a couple of laps old. Let's walk down the field and see if anyone's ducking into the pits here. Yep, so here comes the hard runners, as I suspected. Except Aussie dude decided to stay out on his hards. And Viking is going for his softs. And looks like very closely behind is Cheeky Otter on, sorry, not softs, mediums. So the Vikings on mediums, Cheeky's on mediums. Are they hards? The computer says hards, so which is quite interesting. As he started on mediums, so hards would be his compound change, compulsory compound change for the race. So that makes a lot more sense. So, well, might have a quick look. So Fat Eagle had hards. He didn't pit, so something's happening here. Position changing here. The Fat Eagle just got a 5-second penalty because he was not maintaining his gap. The gap on track, so the gap on track may still be enforced until they get the start finish line again. I think they're all trailing the safety car, so I don't think that may be the reason. I think he may have passed someone by the looks of it and not given the position back. So hopefully one more lap we can get racing again. So let's see Vidux on the restart. See if he can not spin during his warm-upping of his tyres. Oh, that's unlucky for him. He's just gifted first place now to Snickers. And Vidux goes back to last. So he's going to be a fast peddler coming through the pack, so we'll keep an eye on him. Pole sitter wants to challenge himself now. Okay, Snickers has got a great jump now, followed by LCN. Big Holly. We'll go back further and we'll have a look how the restart is mid-pack. Looks like Jay Fully's on for the pass here. A little bit of a nudging going on there. Oh, very nice pass there by that Aussie dude. Like Fat Eagles on those hards, not being able to do much with him at the moment. Or he may have some damage or a problem, so not Fat Eagle, I'm thinking about Maverick there. The Haas. Okay, so Fat Eagle has now been double passed. Keep an eye on what happens down here. Bit of wheel-to-wheel action there through the chicane. That's Vidux. It's got a Haas sandwich happening here. Oh, nicely done. He's got past them both. Very cleanly done. Battle for the minor places here. The last point for 10th place is now in the hands of A-Lock. Two Hasses are still going at it. Oh, somebody's off or run wide, further ahead. So riding on board with the Viking. Cheeky Otter and Vidux not too far behind. These guys are quite quick, these three, so we'll see how they go catching and passing. DRS is now enabled and Viking is in the DRS zone, so he'll catch up a few tenths of a second along here now. As LCN is quite close to Snickers up front. Keep an eye on their splits. We'll jump over them if we have to. LCN is still the same sort of gap behind Snickers. Go back a spot to Cheeky and see how he's doing. So we're lap 8 of 32. About a quarter of the way through the race. The Cheeky's on hard, so that's probably why he hasn't caught that Aussie dude as quick as the Viking did. He's now ranging up on the back of Jay Philly, who the Cheeky's now got past that Aussie dude in the DRS straight, just behind. He's in the DRS zone of the Viking. Will this be a dive bomb? Very close though. A little bit of wheel spin off the corner there. Jump in the second P to second position, so this looks like a pass coming up. Probably not in the chicane here, it's very risky. It can be done if you're close enough and you have your ERS deployed. The Snickers has 71% versus 44. There'll be a high chance that LCN's going to make a pass in this DRS straight now. Looks like Snickers doesn't want any of that, so he's using his ERS to defend. Let's go back a bit, see if anyone else is close enough for a pass. But the field's fairly evenly spread at the moment. Up until position 9. Jump back with the Viking. who has the freshest medium tyres of the field at the moment. So he should have tyre advantage over Jay Fully here. But he's in the DRS train, which will make it hard for him to pass down the main straight. Considering he's used a fair bit of his battery versus Fully, Jay Fully, he's got the same sort of battery anyway, so a little bit of a mistake there by Jay Fully coming off that turn. Big Holly electing to pit. Just need to take a call, be back in a sec. Hey, I'm back. Sorry, I had to take a call from my son, so the Vikings into P3 now, followed by Cheeky Otter. The Cheeky's in hot pursuit. Let's see how these guys go. LCN's getting close to Nickers again. Excuse me. Aussie dude makes a pass on Lupex pursuit. Well, I was trying to change camera angle here. I think he'll let the pass go there. Live to fight another day. Here's a challenge for the lead. The V-Ducks cruises past Big Holly down the straight. Oh, Snickers, what happened, mate? Bit of a snap oversteer there. Still allow Cheeky to sneak up to him a bit, but he's on hards, so jump on the Viking. He's not been able to keep up with Cheeky Otter at the moment. He sets the fastest lap. That's a great lap on hard tyres. The Snickers just went past LCN in the DRS zone. These guys are having a great race out the front. Snickers has just got to be careful on his throttle input, and as the tyres are getting more worn, you don't want to introduce too much slide. But Cheeky's in a great position because of his strategy at the moment. He can keep this pace up. He's in a box seat for the win. The box seat. A couple of penalties just been handed out. The Maverick and Ronaldinho speeding in pit lane, and track limits for Fat Eagle. Or Maverick, I know it's Fat Eagle. Wow, so LCN's pitting after 10 laps. Okay, so that's interesting. He will then jump onto mediums, I would suspect. Well, he's on mediums, so sorry, switching over to hards. Okay, so he may be going for the undercut on Snickers. Now I've got a very quick cheeky otter after him. See if you can put him under pressure to make a mistake. As V-Dux moves up another spot. Well, he's lapping a car there, I think. So run wide in sector 2. That's LCN behind V-Dux. LCN's got fresh hard tyres. V-Dux only 4 laps old. Cheeky's chewing away some time on the back of Snickers, so they should be in a battle within a lap or so. Switch over to them. So it looks like Snickers is going to pit. There we go. So let's see what tyres you will put on. Most likely hards. Yep. As the softs won't make it for 16 laps. So there's some change. So Snickers is going to come out P5 around V-Dux. An easy pass here because V-Dux's tyres aren't up to temperature yet. Well, bit of defending there by by Snickers. Which was pretty good defending for that corner, but in hindsight, he's going to get him because he knows he's on cold, hard tyres at the moment. These guys are going at it pretty hard here. Whoa. Let's see how V-Dux is. LCN is if he can get past V-Dux in the DRS zone. LCN wasn't too far off V-Dux pace in qualifying, so how good is his race setup? Should zoom past him here. He's got the ERS pumping. I suspect that V-Dux was defending there with his ERS as well. So we'll go up one spot. He's got 10%. So so V-Dux on just around 10% ERS. The Viking who started last is in second, so he's having a very great race tonight. And he has probably not the tyre advantage at the moment, because that would be pretty second hand by now, those 14 lap old medium tyres. And you can see he's losing a little bit of time in the corners there as there's a battle going on here. Oh, if I can get the right keys to hit the... Okay, so no, it's people pitting. Sorry, I saw some changes on the board there. So we got Aylock getting onto his hards. Switch back over to LCN. He's got the closest gap at the moment to the next competitor. So 14 laps to go. Viking takes the pits now. So he'll probably have mediums again. She'll see him through to the end now. He's hoping to undercut Cheeky a bit, I think, because you could see he was losing time to him. And see where he comes out. We'll sneak in behind LCN and Snickers by the looks of it. They'll have to be careful around these next few corners just until he gets tyre temp. A little bit of weaving there to try and get a little bit more temperature into the tyres. So Cheeky will have to pit because I don't think those tyres are going to perform very good in a few more laps time. So I'd guess that he may pit in a couple more laps and go to the soft rubber. Which will probably be good for 8 to 10 laps. So if that's the case, he'll be pitting around lap 24. But he might want to cover off the VDux and LCN, so he's got a pit stop in hand at the moment. And VDux is good to go to the end on those hards, I would suspect. No, maybe not. 10, 12 laps on top of that. Maybe a bit of a stretch. Okay, so we've got some lap cars coming up here. Oh, careful. Well, that certainly impeded his lap. The Cheeky's in the pits and he got a speeding penalty. Oh, that just tipped this whole game on its head, didn't it? This race is now up in the air. It's looking good for Viking. Says his penalty there. He's come back out of mediums, so that's the right tyre for the distance he has to travel to finish the race. So he'll be put back into the battle here with VDux. So VDux on fairly worn hard tyres versus Cheeky on cold new medium tyres. Passes on. Outside's a bit harder there. Can you keep it? Can you make it stick? Let's change camera. There's a great battle going on here. Cheeky's done well to keep that position. So he had a pit stop in hand and maintained his position, which is probably why he pitted earlier than I was projecting. So LCN and Viking are catching up at quite a good rate at the moment, so there should be a four-way battle happening here soon. And there they are, all four in shot there. Viking sets the fastest lap. So let's see how much ERS Viking has on board. Okay, so it's pretty much all spent. So he'd be hoping that LCN doesn't get in the DRS range of VDUX, so he can take an aero advantage and pass him on the next main straight, which is still 3/4 of a lap away, maybe 2/3. Well, there's been action aplenty on this tonight. LCN got a little bit sideways there. So the Viking made a small mistake there, so he used a bit of ERS to try and stay in DRS there. Let's go forward one and see if LCN's defending with ERS. Doesn't look like he is, so Viking's just going to range up on him and try and make a pass. So LCN defends. Viking will have to go again. I have to regenerate some more energy. But with these two having a battle, they're losing touch with the leaders at the moment. The Cheeky's just gained like 2 seconds on VDUX. So he has got a nice race package now. He's on fresh set of medium, so that means that VDUX can't match that pace, not on that set of tyres. But Cheeky has a 5-second penalty. So he's going to have to win the race by 5 seconds. So there's the positions from the start. So here we go, Vikings on the move. So he's made that pass now. The Vikings should be able to catch up with VDUX now that he has some clear air in front of him. And VDUX is on old hards. And VDUX, or his Snickers is got almost a 3-second margin behind LCN, so we'll keep an eye on that as well, see if he's can make any inroads. The Big Holly pits now. Yeah, he'll be going on to softs most likely, with only 7 laps left in the race. We'll stay on board with Big Holly. I'm interested to see how well these red soft tyres are going to perform now. The LCN's still in the DRS zone of Viking, so that'll help him stay in touch with Viking. Cheeky Honours still building a little bit of a gap on Vidux. I suspect Vidux will want to pit for 15 lap old tyres. He may want to pit for softs as well. At this stage the competition around him is not going to pit, so he may have to just stick with those hards till the end of the race. Excuse the pun. Pun intended. 19.8. We're right on with Jay Fully. So 4 laps to go, so Cheeky Otter, Vidux and Viking, the top 3. There's a lap of the track with Jay Fully. We'll move back another spot to Fat Eagle. Still running around. And Maverick, so these guys are going to get lapped again maybe, or maybe Maverick will get lapped 1 minute 20. Yep, and there they go. On board with the leader. He needs another second to win the race because he has a 5-second penalty. A little bit of a mistake there, brake lockup prevention. Big Holly's back in the pits for some reason. Let's jump on and see what's happened there. He's gone for more softs because he's got plenty of time in hand. So this looks like the finishing order. If Cheeky can get his 5 seconds cleared. So we'll see A-Lock move up with position based if he doesn't get a penalty. Ilsian's getting back in the DR range zone of Viking. I might ride on board with him for a bit. So he's got 15 lap hard, so the Vikings tyres are starting to go off because they're the medium compound and they don't go the distance as much as the hard tyres and their wear rates. So you may get some unexpected oversteer and lose time to the car behind, the Viking I'm talking about. So he seems to be maintaining a gap now. Oh, V-Dux is pushing hard to stay in that 5 second zone. Let's jump on board with him. See if we can keep it together. By V-Dux staying within that 5 second zone, he's putting a lot of pressure on Cheeky. So not only is he trying to stay under the 5 seconds, he's trying to keep Cheeky on his toes. He has to drive this last lap like it's a hot lap, time trial. So Cheeky's on his last lap. One point 8. Well, it's touch and go. This stage it looks like V-Dux is going to get him. .9. Snickers out of spin. Here's our race leader. He will go back to second based on penalties if V-Dux can stay exactly the same gap as he is right now. And there you have it. V-Dux crosses the line, he will take first place, which he has. The Viking third, followed by LCN, followed by Snickers, who just had a spin and now he's under pressure from Lupex Pajut and that Aussie dude. We have A-Lock, followed by Jay Fully, Big Holly. Fat Eagle. And that'll finish them up. Oh, that was an unpredictable race. There's the Imola. There's V-Dux having a wave to the crowd. Cheeky in second and the Viking in third. Excellent drive of the day for the Viking, coming from last to third. And there's the finishing positions and the times. Fastest lap goes to Cheeky Order, 1:17.7. Closely followed by Viking on fastest lap. Couple of DNS this round. And there's our results. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed that, and we'll see you next round. Goodbye.